So in this quick video, we're going to talk about producing GOR in tight unconventionals. And it's kind of a short version of one of my absolute favorite papers by our friend Steve Jones. May he rest in peace. When he was at Newfield, he wrote this excellent paper that's called Producing Gas-Oil Ratio Behavior of Multifractured Horizontal Wells in Oil Reservoirs. I'll make sure to include the link to this paper in the show notes, but kind of the short version of that paper is that a tight unconventional oil well, which is what he is primarily focusing on, is going through four distinct stages, and all of those four distinct stages can be explained by one of the figures in his paper, where you initially will have flow above the bubble point, where your producing GOR will be equal to the solution GOR. And then you will have an early time rise in your GOR that comes just from the fact that you're going below the saturation pressure. But if your bottom hole pressure is constant or ish constant, then your producing GOR will be at the plateau almost constant, or basically constant as long as you're in infinite acting linear flow. And this is a key diagnostic that you can go ahead and use. And I see it all the time in many different basins where the well comes online on production, GORs increase a little bit, but as the bottom hole pressure stabilizes, the GOR is also stabilizing to something constant. And then without have done a lot of different diagnostics and RTA and whatnot, I've already almost convinced myself that this well most likely is still infinite acting. And then late time, you'll get into this period where you'll have rising GORs that's caused by boundary dominated flow. And here you can see the simple PNR plot on the same figure. He also talks about this, you know, what can happen even very late time. Talks about compound linear flow, where essentially you can think about it as when unstimulated rock is what will dominate production, and what can happen then is that your GORs can actually go down. So if this is something you see in the field, I see it from time to time. It probably is trying to tell you something about the well and the well performance and how it's been completed. You know, at that time, it's most likely primarily dominated by unstimulated production. If you want to, you know, assess these type of things, make sure you build your own intuition. Feel free to use a synthetic well in Whitson Plus, like I've done right here. I've essentially created, you know, with the default Whitson Plus inputs, the exact thing that Steve Jones is talking about right here, where the compound linear flow will start to make the GOR go down late time. So running a synthetic well, where you can change relative permeabilities, your fluid installation, the different well parameters, and potentially also exporting this and pretend that this is production data can be a very, very good way to build intuition on GOR trends and try to link that as a diagnostic to field and what you see in the field and field production.